Hey guys, it's Rusty Nelson. It's drawing day and we're working on figures today, the long promised figure drawing session that I've been ignoring. So yeah, I think I mentioned in my talking watercolor that I was going to be doing a figure session today, and I was going to be coming into it cold. I haven't really been practicing my figure drawing for a couple weeks, probably about a couple months, but I think it will be a good video in showing you how I like to go into my classes when I am teaching figure drawing, and the warm-ups and the things that students need to do just to kind of get ready for that day's session. So again, these are all practice sessions. They're all about developing your hand-eye coordination, just developing that hand at making marks on your paper, no matter what you're using, whether you're using graphite, whether you're using charcoal, whether you're using pastels, whatever, Conte crayons. It's really about just getting warmed up and making that mental shift in your head as to the fact that you're being creative, you're trying to observe carefully, and you're trying to get things proportional on your sheet of paper. So that's the plan today. We're just going to do essentially what I would do within the first 30 minutes of class with my students, and just getting them up to speed and working with some quick gestures, mannequins, rhythm lines, and things like that. So let's get started and we'll see how this session goes. All right, so here's my sheet of newsprint. I'm working with a Prismacolor Kohl Erase Black, a Prismacolor Kohl Erase Red. I have a Tombow pencil right here. So it's a drafting pencil. It's like a 6B, so it's really dark. And then my well-worn ebony pencil right here. So again, once the students are coming into class, I have them sit down and they're getting their stuff pulled out while other students are coming in and sitting down. Pull out their tools, and I really have them just start making marks and thinking of different ways of gripping and working with their devices, whether it's a pencil or a Conte crayon, pastel, charcoal sticks, vine charcoal, whatever. It's really just about making these marks, and whatever pencil. You can see that was ebony. This is a Tombow, and you can see there's a definite difference with making marks with graphite as opposed to charcoal. You get a dark shiny line. Looks pretty dark there. You can definitely see the difference between it. Here's the Kohl Erase right here. So it's not covering quite as well as the Tombow or the ebony pencil. So you're really just kind of experimenting, getting in the zone. You're going to have to be making circles and defining direction. Can you make light marks? Can't hardly see that. Or do you make dark marks? And then we have our red, same drill that may show up. I oftentimes start the students working with various colors, red, blue, black, depending upon what thing they're doing. So you're really just in here making marks and warming up and getting loosened up anyway. So that's kind of where we're at like that. So warm up, take about 5-10 minutes to warm up, just making marks, value marks. Here we'll just throw in, you can practice making a transitional value, right? Just simple things like that, whatever you're working with, and just getting the brain to shift over to the left side or the right side. It's the right side. It's the right side, right? Left-handed people typically will be working with the right side of the brain. That's the creative side of the brain. So, and what else? There's my Tombow. This is exciting, isn't it? So, all right, so there's the warm-ups right there with just making marks. And again, that is the key thing when you're learning how to draw, is to make an interesting mark. You don't want stiff and really controlled lines. You want expressive lines and things like that, and that's why you warm up this. So I'm going to use my fine looking Pinterest boards right here, and I've got a whole bunch of figures here, static poses and action poses, reclined poses, seated poses. There are all sorts of things in here. We even got a Viking there. What the hell's that Viking doing in there? So I have no idea. So all right, let's get in here and we'll just quickly do some rhythms and find the flows in the figures. So, and trying to keep again in mind the proportions of the body, which is essentially 7 to 8 heads, depending upon how you want to do it. So there's our standard. There's a 7 here. Let's go to 8. All right, that'll break evenly. So hips are happening right here. Shoulders happen about right here, and you got the trapezius. You got the neck in there. You got the chest cavity right in here, down here. You get the little bikini line right there. Comes down, get your knees, get your ankles, and get your feet in here, right? So, and again, you're going to, essentially you're drawing stick figures. So you just need to loosen up and embrace the idea you're going to be drawing stick figures. So, and then we're going to get a break point. Break points, again, are your shoulders, your elbows, your ankles, any place where bones meet and they move. That's a break point. So break point here is going to be about right there, right between the chest cavity, right? And then the hands happen right about right here on mid thigh, right in here. So just kind of connect things up, mid thigh. So there's kind of a quick breakdown of mannequins. All right, and then it's just simply a matter of finding angles and proportions, and I mean the character right here is pretty simple when he's right here looking straight on at you. It's the trick is when you start getting those twists to the torsos and things like that. So anyway, let's come back over. We'll go. Whoa! I'll just start with these figures and work my way across and just really start warming up. Again, I'm coming in cold. I haven't done this in a while, so it's really going to be a valuable thing. And hopefully you'll see with how well my figures look as I get started and as where I end after just warming up for a while. So, all right, so really on this one, you just really want to find the rhythm through the body, right? So this is kind of a gestural mark, right? You don't have to worry about a lot of accuracy as in detail, but you're trying to catch the pose, right? So this is really all a quick gesture for that pose, and that you can then build your rest of your form and model onto. So let's get this next guy right here. All right. So he's got a secondary rhythm through his figure right there. So we'll just catch it. All right. Doesn't matter. All right. We got his elbows right up in here. He's at a 3/4 view, so I'm going to throw his rib cage into this. And if you look, that rhythm comes right down through that hip, back down over to this leg right there. All right. And then we get his other hip, throw that leg in here, and so that's kind of a modified mannequin, kind of a gestural mannequin right there. So yeah, we'll get that little shape for the wrists right in there. So that's a nice little quick gesture for this guy. There we go. Let's see here. Let's get this gal right here. I'm going to just work her right in. It doesn't matter at this point. We'll just kind of catch it. So her figure is really kind of we'll just kind of catch that. Comes right down there through her knee. Her knee's right in here. We're going to get to the hips right in here and throw that knee down. There's the foot. There we go. So, and then we'll throw break point, throw that arm out. Ground is right here, so we got to get that hand right down to the ground, right there where she's at. And the other one comes out as well, right back here. And it's further away, so it's going to be a little higher. So, and again, you can kind of work in basic shapes, things like that, as you are developing your pose. So keep doing some more. Let's do this one. Another little gal right here. We're going to catch her figure. The torso is fairly upright, right? So let's get that. We'll try to get the we got the trapezius, we got the neck, right? We got this arm coming up and over. So is this one, right there. The shoulder break points are at about the same point right there. We got the torso rib cage coming down, but we can see right down here, she's got a shift to the hips. So the hips are at an angle like that. Pull that leg out, break point, breaks over this direction, right? And then we'll get the foot back there. And then this one is a foreshortened leg, so we can imagine the cylinder of the thigh. We got the knee right in place right there, and then it goes over and behind the other leg. So I'm just kind of thinking through. I'm not drawing everything that I know is there. I'm just trying to get that rhythm through the figure. All right, so just keep warming these things up. We got a nice looking pose right here. This is definitely a modified static pose. So we're just going to catch this rhythm right through. We're going to catch it. Comes right down. Here's her hip right down here. Her hip's at an angle. All right, throw that hip in there. All right, this leg comes down right there. I'm going to exaggerate the length of it just a little bit. All right, and then this one comes right over here like that, and then back like that, and she's got her foot right there. So that worked pretty well. And torso, she's definitely got a bit of a twist to her upper torso right there. So shoulders going to be about right here, and she's got an angle to her other shoulder. We'll throw that in there, and she's got all that cloth right in there, right? Boom, 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 boom. All right, and then this one comes back behind. So there's the attitude of that pose with a rhythm and a gesture and a mannequin kind of all rolled into one. So whatever works for you. So you might need more structure, more time developing it. Maybe it's the mannequin you want to work with. Or if you're really good at it, you can find those poses real quick. Again, it doesn't take a lot of time. This body right here, she's got that arc to it right there. Her hip's going to be right down here like that. All right. So shoulder is going to be about right here, comes out, and then comes clear down. We'll get the hand right down here. And this other shoulder, a little higher, a little further away. Right, and then it's come down, and it's a different shape. Look for the shapes. All right, and then we can throw this leg out right there. There we go. Get the rump in there, and then get we got the other hip right up here, the other leg. So real quick, there's a rhythm for that rhythm line. If you wanted to, you can also then work in the chest, the rump, the body, and everything. Head, she's got a nice rhythm right in through her torso, hips right in here. All right, so there's her leg. It's going to be bearing all the weight right down to the ground right there. This one comes in, over, and she's got her foot high right like that. All right, and her rib cage is going to be about like that. Shoulders are right by the head. She's reaching up into the air. Get that hand up here. And this one comes up right along her head and right over there to her other arm. Did I catch the poses? Do you think I did? Again, this one here is our standard, 8 head high. You can try to use that as a means of developing a sense of proportion. You're going to evolve your observation skills to the point you may be more stylistic. You might be drawing fashion sketches of figures and stuff, and those sketches are always highly elongated and very stylistic. So anyway, these are definitely the things you need to do to get a good hand of not only your mark making, but proportions and the attitudes of the figures. All right, so there we go. That's essentially the first half hour of my students working in class, just warming up with mark making. And then I'm throwing a lot of really fast poses. We're not working with photography in class. We have live models. So I throw those models out there and they're throwing poses for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds to a minute, up to 5-minute poses, doing just nothing more than these mannequins, these gesture poses, and these rhythm poses. So capturing that rhythm line through the figure, adding the gestures into it, making an interesting mark, and then also trying to get that structure that the mannequin provides. So, hey, give this a try. I think you're going to like it. It's going to improve your skills. If you really, it's like exercise. You got to put in your reps before this really starts making sense, and you really build a lot of confidence with your mark making. So, hey, I hope this little tutorial has given you some value and that some information that you're going to be able to use to improve your skills. Give me a like and a subscribe if it did. Head over to my video description, and there's a ton of affiliate links in there for all sorts of different supplies, paints, pencils, Pro White. Yeah, I just add Pro White sketchbooks, watercolor paper, drawing paper, everything that you might think you might need, things you might see me using in my videos. Use those, and if you do, remember I do get a small commission for any purchases you make by clicking on those links. So thank you very much if you do. And if you think I'm doing anything on this channel with all my free tutorials and lessons in art, drawing, and watercolor, hey, give me a $5 a month membership over on my Patreon page. I truly do appreciate it. It means a lot. So I'll see you in the next demo.